Wait for it. Wait for it. Hello and welcome to the thing. My name's Zach. Here to bring what we've been thinking about, sharing about, talking about, listening to, reading about that isn't going to be on the standardized test, doesn't belong in math class. If you're new to the channel, I invite you to subscribe. I'm live right now on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Hello, Kaylee. I'm going to be sharing with you all a poem today that I sort of wrote about my, well, I'll talk about it after. I'll give people a second to jump on. You were first, Kaylee. Thank you. Hey, Gemma. Here we go. It's over. All right. Poem's called A Soft Place. Even though I find it hard somewhere to go, where upon my busy head I can throw, there's a place that has yet to show nothing short of the perfect home. As much as I give them crap for years I was growing up trying to get off their map, the rents have shown they provide a world more than cash. I'm privileged to say they keep me nothing but sane, but even when I was 18, I'd sometimes wish I were stray. Concerned of judgment, although no longer scared of punishment, they act with their words and loving body motion. They just want me to be happy. They just want to sit me down and feed me. They just want to do whatever I need for them to be for me. They cradle my head with their love every time, so thankful here I sit, they still say he's mine. If you've grown up with support, whether grades, money, or sports, just remember they have no condition, even if their patience runs to a short. I can only speak for mine that have kept me out of crime, plenty of time to decide what kind of man I'll be, whether traditional or freak. Don't go too long without time to speak with your life's blessings and wreaths. Don't leave those phone lines creased. You never know when that call comes deceased. Remember, they may only be around for 1 out of 3 of every year that you live, even though it's easy to get used to this. Love them back, love them smart, even when they don't buy you a car. Just remember, without them, this life here is barely even yours. So if you didn't recognize, it's about my parents. I paid them a visit today. I had an interview that I think went pretty well, and I was glad to see them. I think actually, I think one of them might be watching now. I showed them how to turn notifications on their. I showed them how to turn notifications on their phones for when I'm going live. But you know, for those of you that have a good, or for those that have a good relationship with their parents, I know one of the mistakes that I think I often have is I always feel good about them whenever I think about them, but there's often not a whole lot of pressing information that I feel like I need to share with them all the time. And I feel like so often it's, so I'm 27 years old, about to turn 28 in about 2 months. Short. It's a Lululemon shirt. It still keeps me cool. It's super humid in there. No guns today. But yeah, it's really easy, I think, to take for granted people that you have a good relationship with, and realize that you don't share enough with them. So even when it doesn't feel like there might not be much to share, I think it's really valuable if you can push yourself to give them a call, give them, drop them a text, just let them know that you're thinking about them. I know that I've been learning my relationships as time goes on. We don't have those same structures. When you hit the real world after college, after high school, it's really easy to not. It's really easy to not notice when your relationships are headed down a slow slope of being unrelated. And there's some friends out there that we can call up, we can talk to, and be right back where we started, wherever it was that we were talking to them last. But your parents, I think the hard part to remember, and I said, I just made up a number, 1/3. I feel like we never know how long our parents are going to be around for, and it's easy to get used to having them as sort of a pillow, a couch, a soft place to crash, a place to rest your head, a place to speak your mind and really feel at home and feel appreciated no matter where you are in life. And I know I've been really privileged to have parents that have provided that for me, and I know that not everyone can say the same. I was listening to Wayne Dyer yesterday talk about how at age 34, he found out his father had been dead for about 10 years. I think he was a foster child. And when he went to visit his father's grave, he went to go do something bad to it. And he had this moment where he said, all of a sudden it kind of came over him that he just forgave his father for whatever his father had done. And I think a lot of people will find a lot of peace in that. For if you have parents that, maybe it feels like they've done you wrong, or it feels like they haven't quite provided what you had hoped they would have. It's really easy to just kind of shut them out of their lives. And I think that's one of the greatest harms we can do to our parents, is not let them know how well we're doing. And I'm sure there are some children out there that their parents don't think that they turned well, and the best way they can do is be successful. It's the best way to stick it to the haters, right? But for all of you that your parents are still alive, consider all the people, you see people on Facebook, or you'll hear about a family member or a friend that lost a parent. I think every once in a while, I really try to imagine what life would be like without them. And as much as I have my wife, Alyssa, I think it's hard sometimes to imagine not having that counsel, that really soft place to know that you're always accepted. So thank you to my parents for being that, for being all I can compute to is the best parents I could have ever asked for. I know one of you, I think, is on right now. Let me go into the comments. Mama, if you're watching right now, I invite you to jump into the YouTube chat and declare who you are, because I know you wanted to stay hidden, but whatever. It's fine. It seems good. Happy to follow you, positive people. Glad to hear that, Reslermania. It's me, Bleach. Changed my name profile. Oh, Coffee Cocoa. You change your name from Bleach. So just a new liquid that brings peace to the world rather than clearing it of color. Good to know, Gemma. So for those that don't know, this is a 21-day poetry challenge. The reason I chose 21 days was because that's about the amount of time it takes to create a habit. And I challenged my friend Gemma here. The dog is coughing on the water. Gemma in the YouTube chat right now, she's, hey Dave, she's joined me in this challenge. I originally challenged her because she felt uncomfortable sharing her poetry with the world on her YouTube channel, which she now has almost a little over 800 subscribers. And she's been chugging along with me, and I said I would do it along with her. So every day for the past 9 days, we've written poetry. One of my days I ended up skipping, but I'm still going to do at least 21. But part of the reason is that if you want to do something, you want to accomplish something, a great way to do it is creating a habit. So if you want to find it, Ken Watson, if you guys look in the chat, it's my dad. You're welcome, Dad. But if you guys want to change something about your life, find what's the habit that's going to change it and turn it into a 21-day challenge. Find somebody to go along with, because it's hard when you're the only one holding you accountable. But the moment that you have someone to work with, someone to grow with, and look back and be like, hey, they're doing it, I'm doing it, and it's back and forth, and it's like you have a camaraderie about it, makes it easier. So Gemma, thank you for accepting the challenge. And she challenged me yesterday on Coach Eli's channel to make a poem every day, at least for the next 21 days, about my wife. I haven't written my one today, but I did yesterday. Nice to see you supporting, Zach. Thank you. Zach, can you read it again, please? Yeah, I'll read it again. One of my favorite people, Libby, is asking for me to do it again. So it's called A Soft Place. Maybe I should do this more in the future, say it twice. Soft place. Even though I find it hard to find somewhere to go, where upon my busy head I can throw, There's a place that has yet to show nothing short of a perfect home. As much as I give them crap for years I was growing up trying to get off their map, the rents that have shown they provide a world more than cash. I'm privileged to say they keep me nothing but sane, even when being 18, I'd sometimes wish I were astray. Concerned of judgment, although no longer scared of punishment, they act with their words and loving body motion. They just want me to be happy. They just want to sit down and feed me. They just want to be whatever I need them to be for me. They cradle my mind with their love every time. So thankful here I sit, they still say he's mine. If you've grown up with support, whether grades, money, or sports, just remember they have no condition, even if their patient runs short. I can only speak for mine that have kept me out of crime plenty of time to decide what kind of man I'll be, whether traditional or freaky. Don't go too long without time to seek your life's blessings and wreaths. Don't leave those phone lines creased. You never know when that call comes, deceased. Remember, they may only be around for 1 out of 3 of every year that you live, even though it's easy to get used to this. Love them back, love them smart, even when they don't want to buy you a car. Just remember, without them, the life here is barely even yours. I kind of like reading it twice. It gives people a second time to hear it, and if you miss some lyrics, you can hear it again. I'll have to check my email. Thank you for the heads up, Tahoe. By the way, I don't know, I haven't seen him on here, but sorry, the dog back there is causing a ruckus. I got confused as to what was happening. But I think he keeps like scraping the thing, and I don't know what that noise is. But yeah, so on my other channel, I read the other day, Tahoe sent me a letter for me to read on there, a sort of a coming out letter that they had wanted to read to their parents. So if you want to send me something in the mail, I have a P.O. box. I'll leave it in the description of this video. I forgot to put it in already, so you can actually check yesterday's or the day before's. It's 811 P.O. Box 811 Marlboro, Massachusetts, Marlboro, 01752. What's the dog's name? Dog's name is Bo. But yeah, you can send me things there. You can send me an email if you want me to read something. And for those still waiting for their books from the free giveaway, I apologize. I have not, I've gotten stuck, but I did have an interview this morning, which went pretty well. So that's why I've been traveling, and that's actually why I ended up visiting my parents today, because they were on the way home. Which poem has been your favorite write so far? Ooh, that's a tough question. I'll have to think about that one. They've all had sort of a different feel to them, but they're all sort of a reaction to something that's been going on in my life in the past day. So I'm not really sure. Probably one of the ones I wrote to my wife that I'm not going to share in public. Yeah, one of the interviews, I actually do now have a job offer. So I was actually able to turn down one of the other jobs because I have an offer. Although I'm not sure if I'm going to take it, I still have at least one interview that I'm waiting for next Tuesday. By next Wednesday, I will have chosen. So I'm still waiting for one school to get back to me. They were the first ones I interviewed with, and they haven't gotten back to me. So looks like I'm probably not going to hear back from them until I've already chosen, and that'll be on them. It's a little bit saddening because I really like them, but I'll let you guys know when I'm back to being employed. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for listening. If you like this on YouTube, or I'm not sure what you can do on Instagram or Facebook, but if you like this, give it a like. If you dislike this, give it a dislike. If you want more, subscribe. If you want to join in the poetry challenge, I invite you to comment on this or one of the other videos, just saying that you've made some videos about it. I haven't been up on my feeds and stuff, so you're gonna have to come to me telling me that you joined the challenge, and I'll add you to the playlist that this video is going on with others in Gemma's. I think that's all I got. Yeah, there's 10 people on that. I would love to see at least a total of 10 likes and or dislikes. That's it. I hate when I do that. All right. Thank you for watching. Stay weird, humans. P.S. One of these days, I'm thinking about giving myself a haircut. Would that be entertaining to watch me fail at giving my own haircut? I feel like that would be fun. Let me know. Thank you. Have a good night or day, whatever. Bye.